has died.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo. We are here today on this wonderful Wednesday evening to take a look at Battlefield 1's multiplayer as it currently stands inside of EA in Origin Access. Keep in mind, we've still got a couple weeks till the full release of Battlefield 1, and it is possible that DICE may change, tweak, or modify any of the things that I'm going to talk about today between now and then. For the most part, Origin Access doesn't have a lot of players. There really isn't a substantial player basis, so I did not have the opportunity to try the new modes like War Pigeon and Operations. Those are something that we're going to look at after the game releases at the end of this month. Today what I wanted to do was really talk about the ways in which the game has changed or stayed the same since open beta, and more importantly, highlight the modifications that have been made to the equipment for each of the class roles. We're also going to take a look at the new customization system, which, by the way, is absolutely fantastic and full of awesome features that I never, ever in a million years would have expected DICE to go ahead and implement. They are indeed awesome, and we will get to them in just a moment. Let's start by taking a look at the classes, at least the ones that have had substantial alterations made to their potential equipment loadouts. Let's start with my favorite role, the support role. Long gone are the days of camping on top of a building with a tripwire covering your back. The tripwire has been completely removed from the support role, and instead we have a selection of mortars in both airburst and high explosive flavors. We've got a frickin' repair tool. That's right, we can repair stuff now. And we've got a limpet charge. We've got a World War I magnetic explosive that we can put on armor and other vehicles. What they have essentially done is made the support role more of an actual support role. Not only do we have suppressive fire capabilities, we've got mortar capabilities, so micro air support. We've got the ability to repair friendly vehicles, and with a limpet charge, the ability to do damage and destroy enemy vehicles. This now means that to a small degree at least, we have an additional role on the battlefield that has anti-armor capabilities. Hell to the yeah! I'm really excited about this. I mean, this is what I imagined when I thought about a support role in Battlefield 1. The tripwire was cool, but really, do I care about having a tripwire? No. When I play the support role, I want to help my team. I want to help them in all of the ways that I possibly can, and planting a tripwire does not help anyone except myself for the most part. Let's move forward and talk about the Scout, because the Scout has now inherited the support role's tripwire. So the Scout can equip tripwire in 3 flavors: high explosive, gas, and incendiary. We've also got the return of the trench periscope, or spotting scope as it was referred to in the open beta. We have a sniper shield, which is a deployable metal low shield that can be put on the ground with a tiny hole in it. Not entirely sure if that was a good idea, DICE, but we'll see how that one works out long term. And we also have a sniper decoy, which is, rather fantastically, a fake head with a helmet on a stick. Enemy at the gates, anyone? Yeah. Of course, the Scout role still has its flare gun, so on and so forth, so it still has that potential to be a proper scouting and reconnaissance role, but admittedly, they've done stuff to make this role function more like an actual sniper. We'll see how it goes. There are people who are going to be excited. There are people who are going to want to roleplay as a Russian sniper from a certain film who are going to be excited. I'm just not sure how this is going to turn out long term for this as a role that actually assists the other members of its squad. At the end of the day, play with your friends, and I'm sure that that Scout will be more than just a sniper. Now, the Assault class has seen a small change. You now have the AT rocket and the dynamite available right from the get-go, which I think is an absolute, considering it's the only purely focused anti-armor class on the battlefield. That just makes so much more sense to me. The medic class did actually get one small addition outside of its original kit. We now can carry rifle grenades with the class, including frag, smoke, and high explosive variants. So you could say, much like the support class, the medic role has been given potential anti-armor capabilities. Although, from the clip that they show when selecting the high explosive rounds, it seems like you would need quite a few of these to do any substantial damage to a heavy tank. However, they could be extremely useful in clearing out buildings, as well as taking down small armor or even extremely light armor vehicles like cavalry and unarmored cars. Let's talk about weapon customization. DICE, as I said earlier on, is doing some really kick-ass stuff with this. Number one, sniper rifle, scopes. We've got custom crosshairs. There'll be multiple crosshairs you can choose from, whichever one suits your style. They unlock them right from the get-go. We've got multiple magnification levels that, again, can be selected by the player. These are based entirely on the weapon variant. Weapon variants are still a thing, so certain sniper rifles or certain assault rifles, LMGs, will still have their own variants, which will have their own optic. Each optic will have a certain selection of magnification levels. Again, completely selectable by the player, unlocked right from the get-go. You want a 2x, you want a 3x, you want a 4x, it's all up to you. Modify your weapon the way you want. Hey, take it one step further and modify your weapon's recoil direction. Essentially, you can give a little bit of nuance to your muzzle climb. Do you want it to go straight up, slightly to the left, or slightly to the right? It's up to you. It's a very interesting sort of soldier personalization element that I quite like the idea of. We can also attach and remove bayonets, and of course we have the new weapon skin system. There is quite a bit to be said about the weapon skins, though. All of the ones that I've seen so far are very much set in the World War I theme. We're not going to see neon pink and crazy purple. These are really cool. Like, I've got a flat silver for the Lewis gun. There's the Lawrence of Arabia SMLE skin, which has engraving on it. These are going to be really cool, and I really like the idea of these being, you know, sort of period correct or accurate, or really fitting into that sort of time period. They look really cool. Again, all the ones that I've seen look fantastic. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to opening some battle packs to get my hands on those. Far more interesting than a million different variants of Tiger Stripe or Fall or Neon Pink Camo any day of the week. Now, as it stands, I've had a ridiculously good amount of time playing Battlefield 1 inside of Origin Access, having all the stuff unlocked, having all the maps unlocked. You know, I'm just even more into what Battlefield 1 has to offer when it comes to multiplayer. You know, I really enjoyed my time with the beta. I spoke highly about the beta. I spoke highly about the alpha. It really just seemed, as we moved from alpha to beta to what I played in Origin Access, that DICE has been working hard. They've been really looking at what the community has been saying. They've been looking at the numbers, the stats, and they've been trying to build the best possible Battlefield multiplayer experience. And I think they're doing it. I really do. I've had so much fun with this. When everything is just on, when you've got a good squad, when you're in a great room, everything just clicks, which seems to be happening quite a bit, by the way. This is Battlefield at its best. You know, the chaos is there. The game runs outstanding on the PC. It looks beautiful. It sounds beautiful. You just can't ask for more from large-scale multiplayer warfare. I am so ready to dig my teeth really deep into Battlefield 1 multiplayer and not let go for a very, very long time. And I hope a lot of you are going to feel the same way when you do finally get your hands on BF1's multiplayer. If you've already been playing Origin or EA Access, let me know your thoughts. You love it, you hate it, you stoked about the changes that they've made. What stands out to you the most as being the most interesting or most exciting element of Battlefield 1 multiplayer? Expect a lot more BF1 content right here on this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.